Now let's look at West Asia and North Africa, two regional powerhouses coming together, Egypt and Turkey. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan arrived in Cairo yesterday. It's his first visit to Egypt in more than a decade. He came here last in 2012, and the following year their relationship went south. Egypt and Turkey have been at odds ever since. Now that period of hostility seems to be over. Yesterday there was a grand reconciliation. It began with the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi greeting Erdogan as he landed. It was a grand red carpet welcome, signaling an end to years of animosity. Both leaders then went to Egypt's presidential palace. The pomp and pageantry continued. There were guards of honor, cheering crowds, choreographed handshakes, the works. Then came the press conference. Take a look.
We have upgraded our high-level Strategic Cooperation Council to the level of presidents. Attempts to exile the people of Gaza from their lands are null and void for us. Efforts to depopulate Gaza are not acceptable. In the medium term, we are ready to work with Egypt for Gaza to recover and be rebuilt. We had the opportunity to evaluate the issues in Libya, Sudan, and Somalia. We give full support to the unity, togetherness, territorial integrity, and peace of these three brotherly countries.
I agreed with President Erdogan during our talks on the need for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the need to achieve stability in the West Bank in order to be able to continue the peace process as soon as possible, reaching the declaration of the sovereign Palestinian state with the borders of the 4th of June 1967 with Jerusalem as its capital.
The focus is evident. Their talks revolved around the Israel-Hamas war. It seems to have brought these countries together. But that was just the latest push. They've been trying to mend ties for years now. But what led to the breakup in the first place? You see, in 2013, Mohamed Morsi was the president of Egypt. Turkey saw him as a friend, but the Egyptian army ousted him. And who led the army? Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the current president. He was the coup leader. Turkey denounced him and his new regime. And that's not all. Erdogan even gave refuge to members of the Muslim Brotherhood. That's the group that Mohamed Morsi belonged to, the Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt had banned them and declared them terrorists. But Erdogan gave them a safe haven in Turkey. Obviously, ties snapped. And this bitterness manifested in other arenas as well, most notably in Libya. A civil war has raged through Libya for over a decade. Egypt and Turkey have been backing opposing sides in the Libyan conflict. But now Erdogan says he spoke to el-Sisi about Libya. They said they would work together to try and end the war. So it seems the rivals are burying the hatchet, and it would help both sides. Take trade, for example. Egypt is already Turkey's largest African trading partner. Their bilateral trade is worth $10 billion, and this is despite the rivalry. Yesterday, the leaders vowed to increase this to $15 billion. Erdogan also wants to increase Turkish investment in Egypt. It will help both economies. Then comes defense. Earlier this month, Turkey's foreign minister spoke about a deal, a drone deal. He said normalization was required to push the deal through. Turkish drones have gained a formidable reputation. 30 countries have bought the Bayraktar TB2 drone from Turkey, and Egypt may be joining that list soon. So Cairo gets drones, and Ankara gets a new customer. It's a win-win situation. The third benefit of normalization is political heft. Both Egypt and Turkey are major players in West Asia. They have stakes across the Arab world and Africa. By mending ties, they can present a united front on the global stage, which is crucial to build pressure on Israel. Both Turkey and Egypt have a lot at stake with the Gaza war. For the Egyptian President el-Sisi, he wants to avoid a destabilizing influx of refugees. For the Turkish leader Erdogan, he wants to maintain his reputation as a champion of Islam. Together, they can champion both causes. As I said, there are a lot of benefits to burying the hatchet, and it looks like Egypt and Turkey are now ready to reap the rewards.